Installing the heater PCB is essentially the same on all three modules. There are some small differences which we'll go through as we do each module here. The first thing we need to do with each module is we need to remove the temperature sensor. I'm working on the 18S- module here because that's the first one we're going to modify. This is a 7mm bolt. I will point out that for these instructional videos, I've already pre-loosened all of the bolts. I have found that using a flathead screwdriver helps removing that temperature sensor. Makes that quite a bit easier. We will then reinstall this 7mm nut and tighten it with a socket driver. We're going to start with the 18S PCB that has the red and black wire coming off of them. We need the red and black wires to go onto an 18S- module. That is going to be the middle module regardless of the configuration you're using. So the next thing we need to do is we need to remove the 12T30 bolts here that hold the external metal bracket on. Now, I've already removed most of them. I only have one on each side. And again, I've pre-loosened these. If you haven't done so already, you will find that these are actually quite difficult to remove without an impact driver or a 1/4-inch socket driver to remove them. So you've removed all 12 of the bolts at this point. We're going to turn our module upside down like this, and I'm going to turn it this way here, and we are going to basically pull just the top portion. We don't want to pull the bottom off. We just want to pull the top portion off like that until that metal piece comes out like that. And you can pull it just a little bit further. You don't want to pull it all the way off because it makes it a chore to put it back together. Those who've done the pseudo 12S module know what that chore is. We're going to do the same thing on the other side like that. And at this point, you can lift this metal bracket off. We are not reusing that. The heaters PCBs actually take spot of that completely. So now, again, 18S- red and black wires. And if you look here, it says BMS connector this side, so make sure that that's on the correct side. And we don't want to just slap this down. The first thing we need to do actually is install a thermal gap pad, which we will do as follows. So first, we're going to take a flat edge, and we are going to take that flat edge and basically make this face and the edge of the PCB coplanar. And over here you'll see there's maybe a 1mm gap. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be perfect about this. We are then going to take a Sharpie and mark where this white line extends, just kind of on the cell here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this line here that goes back to the white box, comes all the way over to the edge here, and we're going to go to wherever we just drew our line, and we're going to draw another line with our Sharpie. Make sure it's the inner line, it's not that one, it's this one, and we're going to put another dot right there. In this case, you can see I've already done that here. This is where we're going to put our gap pad. We're going to take a piece of this material, and we're going to just stick it there. The goal is that the temperature sensor, when it plops down, can contact that battery there. We're going to take the BMS connector this side, make sure it's on the BMS connector side of our 18S- module. We're going to line this hole up here. It's just kind of a visual, where is it going kind of thing. And then we are going to close these end brackets here. And it's okay if this module moves around a little bit. What we don't want is we don't want these metal brackets to like fall off, because that gets to be real annoying to put them back on. So we squeeze this all back together, and then we will go ahead and install all 12 of the bolts we took out earlier. In my case, I'm only doing 4. You should put all of them in. So that is our middle module, and it is an 18S- module. Module 2 will be the 12S module, and it will use this PCB that has an extra little bit of junk on it. Again, if the temperature sensor is installed here, remove it, because we will not be reusing it. And then we're going to do the same thing where we remove the 12 bolts. Okay, and then once we have the 12 bolts out, we will take and pull these fingers off. So we're going to remove this bracket. Again, we are not reusing it. Now on the 12S PCB, we have the same thing. It says BMS connector this side, so there's our BMS connector. And on the other side, we have this extra bit of junk. And we also have this notch here. This notch is going to end up inside of that bracket once we get this installed. So just keep that in mind. So once again, we need to figure out where to place the gap pad. This is a little bit more difficult because the temperature sensor right here, but you basically just need to look down and eyeball it. I've already marked this here again because I've done this many times. We're going to put a mark right there. That's where our gap pad is going to go. So we'll take our second piece of gap pad here, and we'll just kind of put it there like so. Again, it doesn't really have to be perfect. This gap pad lets us more accurately measure that temperature. So then we're going to set this PCB down, and you really want to focus on this edge right there, getting it in. The 12S is a little bit tighter, I found. In all cases, the 12S is a little bit tighter, so I like to basically pick the edge up that has this slot in it. So I've picked up this other edge, and I'm going to just kind of do that to get me started there. And then I'm going to come in and just kind of, it might require a little bit of wiggling. And one thing I do want to point out, this PCB is going to flex a little bit right here where the temperature sensor is. That is totally fine. It's not going to cause any problems. There's actually not even any electronics right there. Then once again, we will reinstall the 12 bolts here. Now, I do want to point out that this PCB is very thin. It's 1 millimeter thick, and that means that this PCB here is actually quite fragile. If you hit this hard, it will break. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to hit that hard. It is very well protected once it's inside the pack. Until then, if you hit it wrong, it'll break. For the last module, it's either an 18S- or an 18S+, depending on which pack configuration you're using. If it's an 18S-, it's essentially the same as the previous 18S- that we did, except that the PCB you installed does not have the red and black wires. Otherwise, it's identical. For the 18S+, if you have an 18S+ module, it's essentially the same as well. Again, we'll take the temperature sensor off. I've already removed the bolts from this one, so we'll go ahead and turn it around, and it turns out I've also already removed the bottom piece of this one. It's the same process, but I just want to point out a couple things with the 18S+. One, when you line up these pieces here, you'll see that the line basically is kind of split, kind of right there. So when you put your piece of gap pad down, just kind of set it, you know, kind of like that or whatever. And then, you know, basically over here as well, when you center it, you can see I'm a little bit low. I'm gonna scoot it that way just a hair. Okay, and when we pop this in like so, you'll see that everything more or less works the same. No sweat. There is an 18S+ module. So now that we have the heater PCBs installed on each module, we're going to install the modules inside the pack following the instructions, just like we did before, all the way until the point where we're about to put these 3 plates on.